What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is October 24th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But we're going to start off here in Washington, D.C., and we will finish up in New York City. Now I am going to do my new format for this reset where I'm just going to bounce around and show you the things that I recommend you take a look at. Now, if you prefer this format, let me know in the comments, and if you want me to go back to the longer version where I go through each individual item, also let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's begin. Now, starting off here at the base of ops, the only must-buys or things to look for, I would say the cold relations. This is the named PP19 with perfect strained with damage to targets out of cover maxed out. So all you would have to do is recalibrate the SMG damage to max and then just optimize that crit chance. Also, the Araldi backpack. Now this one, max weapon damage with headshot and hazard. So what I would do is if you are looking for some sort of like sniper headshot build that you want some sort of survivability, you could have this one with hazard, do like a headshot hazard build, and then just recalibrate that talent, offer a better talent, whether it be vigilance or, what have you, concussion. But all right, that is it for the base of ops vendor. Let's move on. All right, countdown vendor. So we have three named items here. We have the boomstick, the punch drunk, and the strategic alignment. The only two I want you to look at are the bottom two, punch drunk and strategic alignment. The reason being is the punch drunk is a great mask to use for headshot builds. It comes with headshot damage of 20%, and then you can put on a headshot mod and have another 10% just off of this one mask. It is perfect for pistol builds and headshot builds alike. Another thing that is really nice with this is it comes with crit chance, and you want crit chance with your headshots because critting on a headshot is the most damage you can do in the game. So this is a pretty damn good mask to look for. The next one, strategic alignment. The reason I am asking you to look at this one is all you have to do is recalibrate that health off for skill damage. And this is a skill damage status effects backpack with perfect shock and awe. Now remember, perfect shock and awe, just by applying a status effect, you get more skill damage. So having status effects and skill damage as the attributes on this backpack are perfect. So again, check out the strategic alignment and the punch drunk here at the countdown vendor. Moving on to the clan vendor, and again, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms, and we will be in the Division Resurgence and the Division Heartland. Now hit us up on Discord to join. Now the clan vendor, there are a few items here that I recommend. Now scroll down here, there is a FAL, here we go. So this FAL comes with damage to targets out of cover, and then all you would have to do is change the steady-handed talent for whatever other talent you want. Now remember, the FAL does have a long underbarrel rail attachment, so you can put the link laser pointer from the technician specialization on here, so you could change that talent to flatline and get amplified damage with this FAL. I highly recommend you do that. And then all you would have to do is optimize these attributes, and then you are good to go. It is a pretty strong FAL. The next thing I wanted you to look at is this mask. This is a godly Providence defense mask. Now, I would say pick up two of these. Yes, two. That way you can max out the weapon damage on one, and then switch the weapon damage to a core, armor core attribute on the other. That way you could do a full red crit build, and then you could do a tanky crit build. Highly recommend this mask, Providence Defense, at the clan vendor. Let's go. Here we are at the campus settlement. Now there are a few things to note here. The first one being the Commando. This is the named SVD with Perfectly Naked, and it comes with armor damage. That is a good attribute to have here. You could easily just max out that marksman rifle damage and use it today. The next item I wanted you to look at is this Fenris mask. It does have headshot on here. You could easily just recalibrate that explosive resistance off for crit chance, and then go crit chance headshot on an AR build, which is perfect. But that's actually it for the campus settlement. Let's go ahead and jump over to the dark zones. Now, remember, for all of these dark zone vendors, you have to have DZ resources to purchase any of their items. So before you even go over to these DZ vendors, you need to make sure you have enough DZ resources. So go to your resource tab. Just above your keys will be your dark zone resources. And you can see right here, I have 224 out of 999. So if I need any more dark zone resources, I'm going to have to go into the dark zone, either collect those little blue boxes that are all around the dark zone for DZ resources, or I would have to collect contaminated items, deconstruct them into DZ resources, and then extract them. So those are the only two ways to have DZ resources. Now let's talk about these dark zone vendors. Now, starting off here at DZ West, there really isn't much to recommend at all, but I'll just tell you there is a Calibre here with optimal range. It's okay. I would switch that over to damage to targets at a cover. And then there is a electric pair of gloves with skill haste. You could easily just switch the hazard to skill damage, or these Badger Tough knee pads with max armor. However, it does come with health and explosive resistance, so the only way I would pick those up is to switch that health off for, say, hazard protection. But that's it here at DZ West. Really nothing worth mentioning. Now, jumping down here to DZ South, the Deep South. There's a few things here to mention. There is a FAL here with armor damage and sledgehammer. You could easily just keep the armor damage on and then switch off that talent for, again, flatline, like I told you about the other FAL with damage to targets at a cover. But this one with damage to armor. You could try out both of them and see which one you like better. Another thing to mention here in DZ South, there is an Alps Summit backpack with Safeguard, but it comes with crit hit damage and max headshot. So you would have to switch one of those off for, say, repair skills. But really, that's it for these. So the Alps bag, and then the FAL here in DZ South. Ooh, you already know where I'm at because of this loud music. But before we go to DZ East, we do have to make this pit stop over here at the Castle Settlement. Now, there are a few items here at the Castle Settlement to take a look at. First one being this Uzina mask. Remember, Uzina gives you total armor for one item. And then you also get armor regen and hazard. You could put this on a tank build and have a lot of fun. Another one, the Wyvern holster, this one with skill haste. What I would do is recalibrate the explosive resistance off for skill damage, and then you are good to go to throw this on a skill build. But that's it, just the Uzina mask and the Wyvern holster here at the Castle Settlement. Our last DZ vendor is DZ East. And here at DZ East, I highly recommend you check out the Carnage. This is the named Negev that comes with Perfect Sadist. Now, this one also has damage to armor to go with damage to targets at a cover, so it's perfect. Pick it up, max out these attributes, and you are good to go. Now, another honorable mention, we do have a True Patriot holster here with Hazard, and then a Walker Harris mask with Headshot. You could just switch off the status effects for crit chance. So that's it for your Dark Zone vendors. Now let's finish up with the theater and then go off to New York City. The theater, the theater. All right, here's our last vendor before we go to New York City. And there's only one item that I recommend, and that's this Habsburg Guard pair of knee pads. Now, these knee pads come with a decent core attribute of armor. Also comes with a decent roll of crit hit damage and armor regen. Now, what you could do here is two different things. You could either switch off the armor regen off for headshot damage and then go crit headshot, or you could switch the crit off for headshot and then go headshot regen. But that is up to you, and this is the only thing that I would recommend taking a look at here at the theater settlement. But all right, let's jump over to New York City. All right, I'm not going to edit anymore. This New York part is the last little part before the video's over. So, first and foremost, Marco at the top of the escalator. Let me go through really quick, and then I will tell you what I think. Yeesh. There's really nothing here at Marco. All right, so at Marco, the only thing I would say take a look at is right here, the Fenris Mask. The only reason is because it has Armor Regen on here, and you could switch off the health for, say, crit chance, and then go crit regen with an AR build. But that's really it, to be honest. Marco does not have a good set of items. And then finally, our last vendor of the video, Roy Benitez. But wait, make sure you pet the dog, all right? Interact with the dog twice. The first one, you're always just petting him, make him happy. But then that second interaction is random. So remember, let's see what we get this week. I think last week he tried to roll over. Let's see. And boom. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, he's just pacing back and forth a little bit. Oh, hey, there he goes. A little hop. Nice. All right. Our last vendor, Roy Benitez. Cabaret with decent SMG. Okay. No. Even with crit hit, that's not good. Badger Tough Bag with Opportunistic. Ooh. Wyvern with status. Ooh. Electric with skill damage. Ooh. All right. So your three things I would say take a look at. Well, four things technically. The Cabaret. This is the newish named SMG with Perfect Thunderstrike. What you could do with this one is just recalibrate that swap speed off for damage targets at a cover. For the backpack, Badger Tough. This is a great backpack, actually. I'm going to pick one up. This is Badger Tough, which gives you Opportunistic. Opportunistic to go with that shotgun damage that you get from the Badger Tough brand set bonus. Now, this one has decent armor on here with decent armor regen and headshot. So there's multiple ways you could spin this one. You could switch off that armor regen for crit chance and go crit chance headshot. Or you could switch off that headshot and go crit regen. Or you could just keep it the way it is and have a headshot regen build with a shotgun and Opportunistic. I mean, that's pretty BA. But lastly, you could switch off the headshot for hazard and then do a hazard regen build. Now that sounds pretty awesome with a shotgun and Opportunistic. Anyways, there are two other items. So this Wyvern pair of knee pads does come with status effects, so you could just recalibrate that headshot off for skill damage, and then you could have skill damage status effects Wyvern. That is really strong, especially if you put this with a ninja bike, because you get skill damage and status effects from the brand set bonuses as well, and you could double down. For the electric mask, it comes with skill damage, which is pretty nice because you could just recalibrate that hazard off for, say, status effects. And then, just like that Wyvern, you could have skill damage and status effects. Not too shabby. But all right, that is it for your weekly vendor reset and must-buys for today, October 24th. I am Kamikaze Von Doom. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself, and let me know if you like this new format, or if you want me to go back to the old, long, style format. But all right, again, Kamikaze Von Doom. See you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.